What's up, on my Fiberglass crew? Looky, what kind of top is that? We got no side vents. Looky right here, full frame back window. So what kind of top is it? If you guessed a CJ7, you're right. So if it's the first time you guys are landing on Fiberglass YouTube channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button because I do lots of cool videos. If you want to learn how to work on your own Jeep, want to learn how to work on your own motorcycle, DIY, that's what I'm all about. So check out these videos, Jeeps, cars, motorcycles, tool reviews, all kinds of fun stuff. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Okay, let's take a walk around on this top right here, show you what's up. Maybe a little bit rough. Now the first place we're going to look at is right there. Why? Because that's the most common place where these tops get damaged. As you can see, the corner's busted out. This is very common for these hard tops on these Jeeps because people pick them up thinking they can handle them. They're extremely freaking heavy, awkward as heck to handle, so they end up dropping them on that front corner. Look, cracked all the way through here, front corner's busted out, part of the drip rail missing, but we're gonna put it back. Well, we're gonna come back to this area here in a minute because I got something I got to explain to you about this whole area right through here. We'll be back with this in a minute. Now another common area for these tops to bust at is right through here. Simply because people picking them up for the front, it wedges, it kind of stresses the center area right here and causes it to crack. But this top actually is in good shape right there, so I don't have to worry about that. And you notice no side glass. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm not really one to put factory stuff back in since I've got a side glass missing. I'm thinking, what do I do with this? I'm thinking I might put in some kind of pop-out side windows right there because I mean I got a little bit of fiberglass skills, so I can do something with that. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I got a cool idea. If you guys have seen someone, or if you yourself have done it, some kind of cool trick to replace these back windows, pop-out sliders or something like that, leave it down in the comments. Tell me, hey, I seen one like this, or mine's like this, and I customized it, whatever the case may be. Because I'm not really looking to do anything stock. Also, if you got pictures, hit me up over on Instagram at Fiberglass YouTube. Hit me on that Instagram, drop some pictures and give me some ideas. Cool? Sweet. Appreciate it. Meow. 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 Got the neighbor's cat hanging out with me now. Now let's talk about the back window for a moment. CJ's obviously is different from YJ's. YJ's had the full single sheet of glass in the back. CJ's have the frame. I'm kind of partial to the frame myself, but hey, no, I just like getting old junk, putting it back together, I guess. I like punishing myself, I guess. So, but what's the main differences with the CJ versus the YJ top? CJ tops, you have to close your swing gate first, then close your door. That's a problem with the YJ's because of your spare tire. So guess what that means? I want to start fabricating my swing out tire carrier here soon. Right now it's not crazy cold in Tennessee, so therefore I'm not worried about that. Rain, I'm sure not worried about it because I don't keep carpet in my rig. It just kind of rolls right on out the body plug, so I'm not worried about it at the moment. Now for those of you who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, having to close the gate or close the back window first and all this fun stuff, let me show you guys something. Right there is your issue. With the YJ gates, with the YJ back window, you close your swing gate first, lock it in. This right here presses against the back of the seal of your YJ back window. CJ's on the other hand, you got to close your swing gate first, then close your back window, and it seals against this right here. Honestly, I think the CJ's have a better seal because the weight overlaps here. You get less wind noise, water leakage and stuff like that. Not that the CJ tops do a bad job back there, don't get me wrong. Did I say CJ or YJ? Not that the YJ tops do a bad job back there. I don't know if I got it there or not. If not, oh well, there you go. So that's one of the things I want to look at is moving spare tire hanging here. Or just remove a spare tire altogether because honestly I don't work that far. I don't live that far from work now, so it's not that big a deal. My handle here has seen better days. I mean, it still works. It still pulls the wires and unlocks it from in here, as you can see right here. This slides in, locks in over there, which locks the gate in place, or the back window, should I say. And then over here, see right there, Now, let's take the back window off. I want to show you guys something. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this top does have some issues. Right here, busted. See, it's cracked all the way through here. If I pull on it hard enough, I can flex that a little bit. So that's going to have to be fixed. Come on down through here. This is where your little struts come up right here to hold your back glass up. Cracked all the way down through there. Cracked right there. This side over here is totally missing. Darn it. But you know what? That's not really the worst of it. Just come on up this way. Boom! Totally gone. What the crap? What do I do? No, now it's panic time. Chill out. It's not that big a deal. So you guys obviously see you're going to see some fiberglass videos coming up, huh? That's alright. That's an easy fix. No need to panic. Okay, let's just say you got a perfect top. There's no bust, the glass is all there, no cracks, no craziness, but you still got CJ7 top on a YJ. Is it just a simple drop on and you're done? Not quite. Let me show you. Just for the moment, I've got my steel door hanging there, and you can see I've got quite a bit of rise right here, and it comes around. The top doesn't quite fit exactly right. There's a reason why. Now, those of you who are familiar with the CJs know that CJs do not have a spreader bar. What does that got to do with the top? I mean, does it touch the top? No, look, I got my hand stuck up here. So why does that spreader bar make a difference between a CJ hardtop and a YJ hardtop? Simple, right there. Because your spreader bar mounts to your windshield, this piece right here, because of the lip coming down, sits on top of this. So it's holding the front side of the top up. As you can see right here, I've already kind of took a Sharpie marker, kind of marked it out a little bit. I'm going to get my cutter heads, come around through here, trim all that out. And you see right here as well, I've already marked it to clear and notch it for the plate where the spreader bar mounts. And that's the same scenario even on the passenger side, and I'll go over and show you that. Now right here, here on the passenger side, you see it just, if I get the light just right, the sun's blinding me. It's just a little bit sitting on the outside here. I still need to trim that back a little bit, but it's still sitting on top of the plate here, so I'm gonna bring it up about a ½ inch, trim that out, and can bring it all the way across and down to give this plate room here to recess up inside the top here. Now, as far as your bolts, back here where you bolt the top down, all your bolt holes line up. The YJ has an extra hole right, where's it at? Right there, where my finger's at. Well, you got 4 holes that already line up here. As you see, I've got the bolts just kind of sitting in there. Don't worry about that hole right there. I wouldn't sweat it because I'm not going to. I'm not drilling for it. But that hole up there lines up, that one lines up, that one does, and that one does. And when it's all said and done, I want to show you guys a trick up here. So for what I'm going to do for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my little cutter. I want to trim all this right here out to get that top to sit down flat, and we'll come back to you in just a moment. Stuck me a little piece of firewood up in there just to hold that in place, which gives me plenty of clearance to cut. And I'll have to rock it over a little bit for that over there. Here we go. Give me some clearance to cut over there. But that's how I'm going to hold her up for now. Now what I'll be using to cut it with, this right here, people, seriously, gloves, which I haven't put on my gloves yet. Gloves and eye protection right there. Protect those peepers, people, because those blades have a really bad tendency of shattering. I don't like using them, but I use them when I have to. This is one of those type of places that really is the easiest thing to use. So protect the peepers. So there she is, all notched out, sitting over top of this right here, fitting pretty daggone good. Now right now it looks a little bit rough, but whenever I start doing all the finishing touches to the top, then I'll feather this around, make it look all nice, neat, professional. I mean, closer to factory style. Now you can see right here, it clears this now. Now look at the gooey crap right here. This is the bonded adhesive they put the top together with, meaning this is actually a 2-piece top. You got your outer skin here, but you notice like right here, you got that line here. This is an inner layer, outer layer. So what they do is, on the outer layer, while it's still sitting in the mold, they'll take this bonding stuff right here, glue, whatever you want to call it, and smear it all through there. Then they'll put this piece in and weigh it down to press it all in place till it sets. So how does it fit with my steel doors now? Much better. You see it actually sits down close to the door like it should now. Now my doors do need to be adjusted to the tub, because see, I've got a little bit of a gap thing going on here. I need to loosen these bolts up and readjust the door to take the door and go this way with it a little bit. But honestly, I'm not running my steel doors. I'm putting my soft doors back on. And I know I'm going to trigger some comments by me saying that. I'm putting my best top full soft doors on it. Do they fit this top? No, they don't. I'll show you guys here in just a minute. They don't fit it right, but they work, put it that way. Depends on how picky you are, I guess what it really boils down to. And I am not a picky person. So, I'm going to cut the other side like this right here, and the top will sit down like it's supposed to. And I can put all my screws in here, down through there, so it'll quit rattling so much. Now there's my best top soft doors, full soft cloth lowers, cloth uppers. And you can see that it doesn't fit exactly right here. That's the reason I wanted to put the steel doors on, so I can see how the line is supposed to fit the tub as I do the fitment of the top and such. Now you see right here, it sets out here. Actually, it seals pretty darn good, to be honest with you. It actually seals better than my soft top does. Soft top shredded. I took my soft top, put it off, it's shredded. Now we do have some gap thing going on here. We got a drip rail here, so if it's raining real hard, it's gonna come down and hit the drip rail. You see how my finger hangs right here? So the water will hit this drip rail and come down through here, and as the drip rail decreases its depth right here, it'll run on off, and the door is sealing to the top right here, and it'll just run on down through here and be done with it. So again, no, the soft top door, the full soft doors do not fit this top, but again, it's all on how picky you want to be. My end game is going to be having my steel. I got two sets of blowers, the steel half doors. I got two sets of those. I want to take one set of my half doors, my lowers, run TJ uppers, and hopefully make it fit to this right here. I've got a set of YJ uppers, the upper frames. They don't have skins on them. I actually looked at, I've got some steel rod. I actually thought about making that contour coming out through there and fit it to my YJ lowers. Don't know if I want to try that yet or not. Maybe. Depends how froggy I get. I can do it, just don't know that I will. But if I do that, my question would have to be from that point on, can I get skins? Will the TJ skins fit the frame? If I fabricate a frame coming right through here, I'll have to get me a set of TJ skins to be sure I fit it to the TJ skins. Because the TJs have this and that curve up here. Obviously, this is my best top doors here. They're too big, as you can see right here, so I can't use the skins off that. The YJ skins, the YJ uppers, come back at a 90-degree angle here and here, kick back down. And they don't nowhere near come close to fitting the top. So there's where I'm at. I'm thinking probably steel half doors, give some TJ uppers, make them fit, and TJ skins, yes. Now after cutting that, making that fit like it's supposed to, it allowed the top to drop down, and now my gap is like tighter here. What used to be a huge gap that I couldn't even get my bolts. When I fed the bolt through, it had just, I was having to crank it down. If I was to crank it down to make the seat, what ended up happening is because up here it's too tall, it'd been forcing this downwards, so what happens is it ends up cracking them right through here. You don't want to do that. You want this to sit down as far as it possibly can to have your lines correctly, so whenever you tighten your bolts down here, you don't stress the fiberglass up here. That's very important. So I've got a little bit of movement there, but I'm good. I mean, it's only like 1/8 of an inch, so I'm okay with that, where I had close to 1/2 an inch or more gap right here when that was jacked up. Both sides are good to go. Let's bolt her down. And just in case you guys wonder, what am I bolting it down with? This is the same hardware that I used with my soft top that had the belt rail around through here, the soft top hooked on the outside. Same hardware. Take the little T-nuts, weld nuts, actually what they were. Go up in here. I've already got the screw drop down through it. And just snug it up. You don't have to crank them tight. And the thing of it is, if you do, hey, I can see you, Kilroy. Anyway, I'm having too much fun on the camera. So it's like this. If you take and crank it down too tight, what you're going to do is stress cracking down through here. So what you want is a good wide washer set up there, or like these screws right here have a really wide head on them. it distributes the pressure amongst the fiberglass here. If you get a little narrow bolt put on there, you tighten it down, it's going to stress cracking, and you'll get cracks coming down through here, so you don't want to do that. So make sure your bolts have a good wide flange on them like that right there, or at least put washers on them to distribute out the load, and you don't have to crank them tight. Okay, now I'm going this way, finish it up. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed that video, hit me with a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave some cool comments down below. Now, I know this is more of a video of, got that fiberglass dust all over my face. Give you guys a little heads up about fiberglass if you've never worked with it before. This stuff can be itchy like crazy. So as soon as I'm done here, my butt's in the shower to get this crap off me. Old top, old glass, the older the glass, the worse it gets. Don't go in and take a hot shower. And I know that sounds totally counterintuitive or whatever. But what you really want to do when you're working with fiberglass and you grind and you get that stuff all over your skin, what you really should be doing is wearing long sleeves to keep it off of you to begin with. And if you're really sensitive to stuff that makes you itch, you might want to cover up or whatever it is you need to do to keep the stuff off your skin. But the reason I say don't take a hot shower, when you take a hot shower, the pores of your skin open up, which will allow that glass to get down inside your skin and make it itch that much worse. So whenever you get through grinding, cutting on fiberglass and stuff, what you want to do is go in and take a cold shower, get that stuff off of you first. And once you get all good and clean and everything, if you want to warm back up and take a warm shower, not hot, warm shower, then you can do that. But first you want to take the cold shower to get that junk off of you. Then it prevents all that stuff from getting down inside the pores of your skin. Trust me, been there, done that. I've had that stuff breaking my arms out, be out working on a hot day on top of houseboats. Because of Dad and I, we used to do a lot of, Dad does it more than I do. I would jump in every now and then when he had a great big job he needed help on. But doing houseboats, ripping the decks off of them, the catwalks and all that, rip all the wood, fiberglass and all that stuff off, put new wood down, then would come back to new fiberglass, new gel coat, and make it all nice, neat, and pretty, and strong. But sometimes when you got to grind all that glass, say if we was just doing a paint job that was just a new gel coat, or if we had patch places or we just had to patch certain areas of the sun decks and such, what we would do is patch it over with plywood and try to glass it in, then come back and paint the whole deck. But whenever you're grinding that glass, the stuff just eats you up. If you're out there and it's 9,500 degrees and your pores are wide open from all that sweat, all that glass is outside the pores, oh yeah. There's been many times I looked at Dad and say, hey, we done? Yeah, we done. I'd run and jump off the top of those houseboats straight into the water. Oh, it feels so good. Anyway, there's the story. I've been in fiberglass for, I can't count how many years. My dad's, I think that's about the only thing he's ever done. So there you go. So even though this is more of a what's coming up type video, I did give you guys a little bit of education about how to trim this right here back to make sure your CJ7 top sits down correctly on your YJ. That's important because, like I said, if you tighten these bolts up and that's still riding high, you're going to stress it right here and it'll start cracking right up through there. That's a bad thing. So and that's pretty easy. Turn the camera around. All your bolt holes down through here pretty well line up. So if you got that one that's like right along in here that you're not going to use. Oh, Skeeter got me. This one back here. Oh, where's that? This one back here. This one is just a smidgen out of line. So what you might want to do is take your drill bit. You can open this hole up just a little bit to make it easier to line up. But overall, it still works. But it's just a little cattywampus. But you can still open it up a little bit to make it a little easier if you need to. So like I said, if you guys learned something, thumbs up, subscribe, leave me some cool comments down below, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. Peace out. Later, y'all. Oh, don't forget to share these videos to your favorite social media. Whenever you share them, you're helping people. I create the videos, give it to you guys watch it, you go, wow, that's a pretty cool idea. Let me share that to everyone to spread the knowledge, okay? Spread that knowledge, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, whatever it is you use, spread these videos. All right, everyone, appreciate you. Peace. Later, y'all.